Hey guys. It's been a while, hasn't it? Quite a bit. Um, Let me just get all my settings together before I start talking here, because it's been so long that I don't remember. I barely remember how to do this. But hey, everybody, I'm Attica, and today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. My friend told me about this, and I thought it'd be hilarious to play. I don't know anything about it, except that it's probably a waifu simulator. Sup, Cryo? All I know is that this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, so I don't know what the hell I'm getting into. This better not be like... Is this going to be like a comedy thing? Or individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have safe experiences playing this game. Well, I guess it's time to turn this one off. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree you are at least 13 years of age and you consent your exposure of highly disturbing content. I mean, I know I look 12, but... Alright, so yeah, I know nothing about this, and they are really reiterating that this is not for kids. Oh, this is gonna go terribly, isn't it? Okay, so a little bit of information about me. Hold on, let me turn this... Okay, that's better. Alright, I don't play games like this, except when I want to make fun of them. I play visual novels, but I do them for story. I do not play waifu simulators, and that... This game might be serious business, as they're saying in the chat. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump in this. Enter my name. I'm Matt. I'm Matt. There we go. Yeah, sorry it's been so long. I've gotten super busy. I'm doing 3 different shows right now, and on top of that, I'm basically dealing with anxiety and depression. So that's fun. But I'm here now. Let's get started with this. I don't think I'm going to do voices since the majority of the cast are females and I don't want to hurt my voice like that. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Same. That girl is... Sorori? I can't pronounce names. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sorori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, this is serious business already. You say like that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Matt. That's my name. Wait. Hey, little. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. That would be... Ew. Who dates girls? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to be. Whatever you say, Sorori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Matt, have you decided on a club to join yet? Oh man, a club. A club. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I'm a lone wolf myself. I just do whatever I feel like. Clubs only weigh me down. I haven't been looking either. Wait, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh no, is this character... Am I going to relate to this guy? I don't want to relate to anybody. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. A NEET. A NEET. The fuck's a NEET? We're Googling this. A young person who is not in education, employment, or training. Ooh, fun. Ooh, there's little symbols. No job, no money. Okay. Cryo, I'm the same way. Like, is this going to be a really dark game, or am I going to get blasted with nudity? Because I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for either. But, I'm going into this, I have no idea what's happening. My friend, Bacon, just told me to, play this game, and that's it. I don't know what it's about, except a literature club. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Aw, you like her. Where's my super poofy hair? I cut it off. I cut it off. I cut it all off because I was doing a show and I have to play like a... I was a army veteran, so I had to cut it all off, and it's growing back, you know, slowly but surely. But you know, a lot of people only like me for my poof. All right, Ryan's saying there's no nudity here. Good. I don't want to have to like desperately block your eyes. Look away, children. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Same. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it... Oh, it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. It's the only thing I know. I don't think that's going to give you skills to get to college, dude. Hello? Sori? Sori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. You're gonna march down to Atlanta and beat me? I don't live in Atlanta. Wait, what? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club... Sorry. Yeah? There is no way I'm gonna join your club. Nope. What, meanie? Sori's the vice president of the literature club. She's not even good enough to be president. Come on. Not that I was ever aware that she held any interest in literature, or anything else for that matter. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Hey, kitty. Oh, you're gonna try out a wig? What kind of wig? Oh, is this for Halloween? Oh, let me know. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Like every Vice President, kind of just get it. Cryo, I think I know how to pronounce my best friend since childhood's name. Alright, Cryo? So it's Sorori, okay? So, calm down, buddy. That said, my interest in literature has guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club? Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sori is really much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Cupcakes are my one weakness. Yeah, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Hey, it's Girl 1. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Whoa. Way to kill the atmosphere. What, don't put me down. I didn't ask to be born this way, okay? It's not a choice. Well, I guess it can be. Anyways. Oh, Matt, what a nice surprise. Do I know you? Girl 3? Girl 3, are we close that you know my name? This reminds me of a girl who did the same thing to me in real life. She was just like, Matthew Tucker! And got really, like, excited, and I was like, who are you? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sori. So why is she acting like such a jerk if she made me cupcakes? You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. What kind of a name is Yuri? Is she gay? Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you, I guess. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? I guess this is my first time hearing her name, but well, that's right, according to her. It's great to see you again, Matt. Monica smiles sweetly. Like, what kind of fucking pose is that? Just smile like a normal person. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Oh, man. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Matt. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sori. Why are there two open spaces? There's only one new member. Why can't there be an empty chair next to Sori and Monica? Are you going to make me choose now? Is that what's happening? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Yuri is coming out of the closet, folks. Good for her. Good for her. Hey, lazy, it's been a bit. Oh, Kitty, you're doing a cosplay wig? Who are you cosplaying? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sori. What? I didn't even get to choose? Dumb. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off a tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, chocolate or bust, dude. I don't play with vanilla, alright? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Okay, if there's a little bit of chocolate, I guess I'll go for it. Pitches. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she makes it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Oh, no. Is this one of those fucking... What do they call them? To sundres? Oh, no. Oh, dear God. I hate girls like this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Yeah, okay, so at least we're a little self-aware. I thought you technically did. Sori said, well, maybe. Oh, look at that face. But you know, but not for, you know, you, dummy, piece of shit, you dumbass. I didn't do any of this for you. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. You need permission to have a tea set? What kind of fucking communism bullshit is this? After all, a hot cup of tea does help you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Why is everyone trying to impress me? I'm worthless. This is why people play these games, isn't it? This is why people, it's like the same reason why people go on Tinder. It's that morale boost. Although these are 2D cartoon girls and one of them's probably gay. But that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. I also want you to stop talking. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's fair. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if it makes school events like the festival that much more important, I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Home dog. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their levels of enthusiasm about literature. So Matt, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Ooh, we have a manga fan in the house, I see. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Nerd. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I have a great imagination, thank you. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. My girl. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grab onto something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'm gonna adjust my camera real quick. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. Yo, Yuri has a dark side. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Lazy, Yuri is definitely not best girl. We're gonna debate. I don't even know who best girl is, but it's not Yuri. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Dude, this girl is thirsty. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands over her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? You gonna fight me, Ryan? You think Yuri is best girl? Well, I haven't... Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I haven't even decided who best girl is yet. I'm just meeting them, alright? So, give me a second. I have all the time in the world. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Dude, this girl is deep as fuck. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ooh, we all get embarrassed today. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. What? Nat and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Matt? That's my name. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. I suck. Huh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, no. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Matt... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is... If I'm writing poems, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful women. Right. Okay, I've decided them. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy. Sori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Matt, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee hee hee. Fuck off. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Dude, that's me every day. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Matt, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? God, no. That's right, Sori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Why does everyone have... Why do these three have, like, these traditional, like, Japanese name, and then there's just Monica? Whatever. Will I really be happy in this club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these... girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wow, you're actually gonna do it. It's time to pick a poem. Write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Wait, are these the only 3 I can choose? Can I not? Wait, hold up now. Is Monika not an option? What? Wait, is Monika not even an option? What? That is... I mean, I don't know if I was leaning towards her, but, like, it's nice to have choices. Hold up, let me... you know what? No, we'll just go with it. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick whatever the fuck I want, and we're just gonna see who I end up with. I don't think I'm going for any particular person. So we're just gonna see who I end up with. Let's see, out of these words, pink. Did that mean she liked it? Oh, wait. I regret my decision. Pink Suicide. Best poem of all time. Ooh, extreme. Pink extreme headphones. What? Wait, am I actually making a poem with these words? This is a very fucking abstract poem. Ooh, pleasure. Who's gonna jump at this? Oh, you kinky bitch. Alright, Monika is an option? Well, how come it's only these 3? Is Monika a super special option that you're not gonna figure out if you can get me to... whatever. I like Destiny. God damn it, am I gonna end up with this one? Aw, Kiss. Literally no points for her so far. These 2 are neck and neck, like just fucking going down the track. Yuri and girl whose name I can't remember, Natsuki, just neck and neck. And then here's Sori, just like, I don't really like him at all. Disoriented. Damn it! Stop it! You anime. Beauty. You're a beauty, ladies. Ooh, I like singing. Massacre. What the fuck is with this girl? Puppy. Chocolate. Friends. Aw, heaven sent. After image. The poem doesn't decide who you get with, but it simply acts as a suggestion. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like, oh, these are the girls that will like you the most. Okay, that's cool. I love passion. Well, passion's extremely important for me in any relationship, even friendships. Like if you are not like in tune with yourself and like willing to just like really enjoy the things you do, bleh. Fluffy. Boop. Boop. I'm actually choosing the words I relate to or like appreciate in each group. So like, if you guys really want to get to know me, this is a good way. Hi again, Matt. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Matt. I'll drink to that. And for anyone asking, this is water. Boop. If that doesn't describe my personality, boop. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Aw, Natsuki. Oh, that's so cute. Aw, she thinks she's people. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Matt always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. So if I'm not having fun... Help me with busy work without... He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. God, I'm a bitch. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? What, you don't even remember? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Well, back off, bitch. I already have a best friend, and you can just leave. God, this girl right here. Can you see my mouse cursor? Because I'm pointing at Yuri. This girl right here. This thirsty motherfucker. How come? You and Matt can become good friends, too. Thirsty, oblivious. Sorori is completely oblivious. Sorori. Huh? Stop it. Stop talking. Stop talking. As usual, Sorori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorori makes it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches out and pulls a book. A book? A fucking... What do you think, I'm some sort of nerd? What the fuck is this shit? Worst gift of all time. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Wait, as a literature club, we're not all reading the same book? Do we just sit around... Because I would picture a literature club, you would read a book, and then each week you get together and discuss the book. That's what I imagined from a literature club. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, fuck about it. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. This game. Oh my god. This is not my kind of game. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'm sure I will. 1 word a day. I look forward to hearing what you think. I'll get back to you in a few years. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Natsuki, get out of the closet. That's Yuri's place. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Sorry, I made the text go away and I got scared. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Ya looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Manga, whatever. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything except all of your life choices. I didn't even say anything. It was your tone of voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Matt. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, that is so on the nose. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. So it's National Coming Out Day, so that's why I'm laughing so much at this. Oh, man. I've been pulled out of the closet by a woman. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats out the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Close to a girl. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry? I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. How do you do that without me noticing? I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice-of-life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I don't know you very well. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into their backstories, when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? This girl nerds out like I nerd out when I try and introduce people to my favorite things. And it always goes terribly. No one likes the things I like. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Maybe you're not such a piece of shit after all. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh-ah. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? It's called Parfait Girl, so I would think so. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Oh, you. Oh, you. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. Uh-huh. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence, then. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? God, that head. Jesus, look at that head-to-body ratio. Jesus fucking Christ. Girl, you were like 90% head. Oh. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you were just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so? I guess it's more fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry, this bitch don't have friends. Oh, dear God. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. Oh, she does have friends. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot more effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? The part where I'm a loser, obviously. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monaco's kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip through the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Okay, are we going to share these poems or what? But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Alright, so far we have Monica, the leader, the, I mean, I don't really know her very well, but, like, I guess, very social. Natsuki, who just kind of sucks at everything. And Yuri, who is just a giant nerd. And then we got Sorori, who's just a bubble of energy. Oh, dear God. Sorry, I need to get back into the game and not think about why am I playing this. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Oh, you do look pretty cozy over there. Ah! Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. I'll take you home with me. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Oh, dear God. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows if I try and get through this, but I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchanging for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. What do you mean so many good choices, Ryan? There's no choices so far. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sorori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sorori's is on a wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiraled notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, a choice. Ooh, baby. I want to get to know Monica a little bit more, because I seem to have spent time with the first three a lot. Let's do Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Matt. Oh, hey, Justin. Welcome to the stream. Well, it's amazing later on. Thanks for telling me that. I'm enjoying it. It's just not... This is not the type of game I usually play, which I think is why my friends suggested that I play it, because they knew they would see me doing this the whole time. Because I'm awkward as hell. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Great time. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright. Keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, Matt. We're a little embarrassed. We're all a little embarrassed, Teddy, you know? But it's sort of a barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Matt. Really? Because I don't even know what I wrote. I just chose a bunch of random words. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Yeah, well, I am a very cute person, so thank you. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all sorts of stories in just a few simple words. Yeah, I love Shel. Like in real life, I love Shel. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes only a few lines long. Yeah, he's like a real big master of world's shortest stories. I think, if I remember correctly, he's the one that wrote the famous one, Baby Shoes for Sale, Never Worn, which just in like 2 small sentences, 6 words, is just like, tells such a huge story. And I love works of literature like that. Such writers who can take small words and sentences and string together beautiful stories like that. It's incredible. It's beautiful to read. My favorite is the world's shortest horror story. The last man sat alone. The last man on Earth sat alone. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the words correctly. It's shorter than this. The last man sat alone in his house. There was a knock at the door. Love that one. It's just terrifying. It's creepy. Hey guy, what's up? Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. Yes, it is, Singer. Yes, it is. So you're saying Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Hey Ryan, let me know, because I'm actually curious about this. Is because of the words I chose, is that why she's recommending Natsuki to me? Or is it like, did the choices matter, basically? Or, is this just a set? Because I'm interested to know if the choices actually matter at all. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. Okay, Singer, so, yeah. Yay, question mark? This is not... I keep reiterating this, but this is just not my type of game. But my friend really wanted to play it, because I think he knew it'd make me uncomfortable. But, I mean, I like books, so I guess it's not a terrible fit. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? God, no. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Ooh. 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 Hole in the Wall. A dramatic reading by Matthew. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A nosy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel. I blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! My eyes! Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Deep, bruh. Yeah, I'm not really good with poetry. I mean, if you guys want to sit around and analyze this with me, Huh. I would say this girl doesn't feel very good about herself, but is almost scared of the possibility of someone else seeing her value when she doesn't see it herself. Which, if that's the case, then same. So what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I don't know the difference, to be honest. A reader channel rather than a gaming... I mean, sure, I mean, obviously, most of what I've played so far are visual novels only, but that's mostly because my computer can't really handle streaming really big games. So right now, I've just been doing visual novels. There's a direct result of your words. The words are meant to reflect what type of poem you would want to write. The characters all respond differently to what you say. That's cool. That's really cool. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had an epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with everyone. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's true. I love writing, and nothing will stress you out more than just... You can't judge your own work until after you've written it. You want me to read some creepypastas? I can do that. I can read you some goddamn Dude, Creepypasta Wiki is my shit. Oh no, Sci-Fi just made this new TV show that's about creepypastas. The first one they had was about Candle Motherfucking Cove, which is one of my favorites. And then the next season they're doing the Never-Ending, is that it? The Never-Ending House? Yeah, the No-End House, that's the name of it. Yeah, I can do creepypastas. I'll even back it up. I'll find some creepy soundtracks online, and I'll back it up with that. Anyways, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, everyone's telling me to show it to Natsuki, so I'm going to show it to Natsuki. We just going to stare at each other? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. I like... Oh, I love blunt people. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Okay, hold up. You're backtracking. I liked you and now you're ruining it. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Oh, she complimented it. You were supposed to show some dumb poem. God damn it. Sorry, I have a terrible mic stand right now. I had a real one, and then that got lost when I moved. And, so every time I hit the table, the camera kind of moves, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna get... I'll search for my shit and look for the actual stand. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort got caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure I never said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh, wow. This is very short and crisp. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, Huh. It's very short. It's very sleek. I like it. Each is only... it's always 3 words long until the very end where it's 4, and because of that, it's the last line really stands out and provides an actual impact. God, why are these girls so dark? People can try, but that's about it. The girl with the whole, like, not liking her inner self and being blinded by other people who are actually looking out for her. God, does anyone have happy poetry? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am being honest. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. And that's exactly what she did, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess the more I went into it, I realized that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Yeah, screw Yuri. You're starting to relate to Natsuki? I'm starting to relate to Natsuki too, actually, weirdly enough. The writing is fantastic. I bet... okay. Writing is apparently fantastic. Everyone keeps telling me that. This is a good poem, Matt. Are you sure it's your first time? Baby, I'm good at everything on the first time. You know, that didn't even make sense. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Matt. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? This reminds me of one of my friends. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sori. I'm not sure if Sori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this meant to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh dear God, I'm gonna like this one. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. See? A happy poem. I like it. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Most people I ask yes or no questions to do it. Anyways. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, I guess I have to show it to Yuri now. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri brushes her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Uh-huh. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air... Is that calms? Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it looks like you took a long time to read. I can't read cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Matt. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Yeah, I didn't get ghosts out of this. Anyone get ghosts out of that? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is really only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Whew. Alright, so how's everyone feeling about the characters so far? What's your favorite style of writing? Because they all have very different styles. If you weren't a listening singer, that's okay. It doesn't... I mean... I love writing, I love literature, I love all that kind of stuff. Sorry, Yuri on ice. Yeah, I didn't get a ghost out of it at all. Alright, let's keep going. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows at frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Oh man, these two do not You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sorori liked it, and Matt did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Matt liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Matt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Whoa, why am I being dragged into this? Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matt started showing up. What? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... It doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Matt, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Matt. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matt? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sorori! So of course it's gonna be... And so we come to this. Our first choice, ladies and gentlemen. What I hate about this is that I think they are both being idiots, because writing style is a very subjective thing, and anyone can have whatever style they fucking want. That being said, I liked Natsuki's poem much better than Yuri's. Oh man, alright, I guess I'm gonna go with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Uh-huh. Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances across the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Why were you talking, then? Unsurprising, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sori and Monica look away. Anyway, think about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sori? Gate. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sori. I pat her on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Matt. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Oh, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you could take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matt, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Matt, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sori beams at me. It's really been a while since Sori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sori, about what's happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No. I don't hate them. I just want to get your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Matt, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ooh, damn. This guy is looking for it. We'll just have to see what the future holds. I pat Sori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sori as internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, should be time to make another poem. Awesome. I'm not saying anyway to impress Monica, which is probably the one I'd actually go for. And oh, is this gonna make me choose the same words? Who goes for defeat? What? Sorority? Huh, okay. Bliss. Ooh, incapable. Analysis. Aura. I guess I'm just trying to choose words that I haven't chose yet, because it's just going to give me the same list, apparently. Which makes me a little sad, to be honest. Excitement. What the fuck's DOKI? Okay, well, let's go into her. Nibble. Existence. Hop. I think I already chose Kiss last time, but, Together. Laugh. Romance. Vivacious. Good word. Good word. I guess she goes for really big words. Yuri does. Beauty. Joy. Marshmallow. Oh, well, accidentally clicked twice. Smile and warm. Wow, I got a lot of story this go around. Another day passes, and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi. Yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. No, I will not. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri, get out of here. Yuri suddenly giggles. This is a private conversation, and you're interrupting. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Oh, you eavesdropper. I wasn't listening or anything. Yeah, okay. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Matt to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Wow, geez, you are cunning. Come on, give me more credit than that. What? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sori hugs the cookie. Hey, Ryan, who did you go for? I know Lazy is apparently picking Yuri. I don't think Singer has picked anybody. Jeez, just eat it. Sori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're gonna go through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. You looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sori off of her. Sori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you just seriously do that? Mouthful, Sori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sori... Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Why'd you glance at me? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was in study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Ew. Yeah, I don't like shyness, to be honest. I like extroverts. Sori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappears into the closet. God damn that closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Singer, I don't understand people's types. You're either too picky or too open-minded. I would say I am definitely too picky. Most definitely. Like, 318% too picky. Just because sorry, I would say that I'm definitely too picky, just because the person that I'm gonna end up with is gonna be a great match to me, and I know they are, and so I'm not gonna settle for someone that isn't a great match. Anyways, Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has no trouble finding any motivation at all, Sori can hire a stripper to read poems. Ryan and Singer are having a debate about types in the comments. Sorry, I just got distracted. I keep getting distracted by it. Sori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa, that is way too close. I open my eyes to find Sori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that... Hey! Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulders to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sorry. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sori, it's written all over you. Sori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sori's hair, trying to get it straightened out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your brow isn't straight, your bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Damn, fucking cutting to the chase, dude. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Oh my god. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see your blazer button up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he would never let you do things like this. And you would take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Man, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Alright, we'll start with Sori this time. Oh my goodness! This is so good! I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Matt poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sori hugs the sheet against her chest. You are so weird. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Melancholy. Bittersweet. Well, that too. Yeah! I like things that are happy, and I like things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp. Oh, this is a long one. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Dawn comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And in they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's a damn good poem. That's a damn good poem. Sorry, I got distracted at the beginning because the beginning with the cookie, it just reminded me of a poem that someone I cared about wrote once, and yeah, it just reminded me of that. This is a good poem. I really like it. Singer thinks it's emo. I like it though. Holy crap! Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing's like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I'm gonna show it to Monica next. Hi again, Matt. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sori would like. Is that so? You and Sori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Singer, that's not true. Singer says writing is like magic. It's hard to do and no one believes in it. That's not true. I really like writing. I enjoy it myself. And I think it's really cool that these people are expressing themselves like this. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Story's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. This is going to be a tough one. Oh. Sorry, I made a connection in my head, and I'll probably tell you later if this theory pans out. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing on a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing on a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Is he telling me that I should probably save my game right now? Fine. I'll do it. Natsuki next. Because Yuri sucks and she's not best girl. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sorori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sorori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Over time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. I can see exactly where she's going from with this. This goes right off with her last one, too. She feels like she can't share pieces of herself with other people because other people perceive it as disgusting, and that's the manga. Not too bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... It doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure that a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alright, I guess we have to talk to Yuri now. Let's see what you've written for today. Well, done, Matt. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. This was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread was my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slide the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I can't interpret this one. It's very abstract. It's not, that one's very abstract. I can't wrap my hand around it, to be honest. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I guess, if I had to guess what Yuri's poem was about, it would be like feeding bad habits, you know? Like, you get so caught up in doing something, and you get so excited for it, and you do it over and over again, and you know it's not a good thing, and you know it's hurting you. But you keep doing it anyways. You start to associate like the excitement with the action, and then before you know it, you're addicted to the action, even though you know the action's wrong. I don't know if that makes any sense, but oh well. I don't know. It's very abstract. It's very metaphorical. I guess you can interpret it however you want. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Yeah, see, that's what I was just saying. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. BAM! It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yep. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way? Yep. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies, but I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We are going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need more than just a few decorations. Sorori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. I'm sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come out and recite poems too. Sorori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember, Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone else until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And if it's those reasons that we're all in this club today, don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sorori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sorori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Whew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glanced around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sorori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sorori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts to read the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transforms into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Whew. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were got so off guard that we must have forgotten. Ooh, my voice is dying. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sori hops out of her chair and carefully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sori. Even Matt liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Matt. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Matt lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not extremely confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disperses a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want on for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Nope, I feel that. I'm with Natsuki on that. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have too much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Oh, jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Well, that's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sorori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Might be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Matt, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? Well, what kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with you because Yuri sucks. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. So, with that, I think we're going to save here, and then we're going to chill for today. So far it seems like I have, if we're going off points, 1 point with Natsuki and 1 point with Sawori, and then like negative 20 points with Yuri, because I fucking probably actually 2 points for each. Because with Natsuki, I got that point for siding with her, and with Sori, I got that point with siding with her. So like 2 points for each. And Yuri's probably like at -5, because every time there's a choice, I always put her down. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose, it's just... I don't connect with her, you know? I find myself connecting with the other two much more. Anyways, on that note, I think I'm gonna... This is supposedly a short game, so I'll probably end up finishing it tomorrow. So, yeah, I'll finish this tomorrow, and then over the weekend, we're going to be doing Danganronpa 3, which I'm so excited about! Hopefully, we'll start it on the weekend. I don't think... I gotta balance my schedule out, because I think I said this in the beginning, I'm doing 3 different plays right now, on top of that, balancing a terrible love life and everything else. So, anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching me stress out about impressing 2D women. Anyways, bye everybody.